Alrighty, hello and welcome to Raven's Arcana. I am Raven. Thanks as always for being here. It's time to continue our series on the court cards, and next up is going to be the Page and the Knight of Cups, right? So the Page and the Knight of Emotion. We'll start with the Page here, and as we already know, the Pages are messengers. It's about information. It's about receiving information, right? And we'll go into just the colors here. We have a blue sky, blue background. We have the waves that the page actually has his back to, standing on the sand. And then he has kind of yellowish boots, reddish orange leggings, reddish orange sleeves, and then he has a kind of gown or little outfit on. It has a floral pattern on there, and he has a tunic that is blue wrapped around his head. He's also holding a cup that has a fish come out of it. So with the colors, standing on the sand, the sand is roughly yellowish orange. So we're talking about being conscious, being creative. The red orange, that's the fire, so creativity and also love, right? The same as on his sleeves. And the outfit he's wearing with the blue, the blue is going to be emotions, subconscious. That floral pattern will signify that he is part of royalty. So this would be someone in other decks that might be a prince. So somebody that's very young, doesn't have a real grasp on emotions. So this is like very, very new to the emotional experience, right? As far as maybe love and compassion and things like that. And while there's a lot of creativity and the ability to do that, this person also will represent wearing the heart on the sleeve. So that's the red sleeves, meaning they can't really hide their emotions. And with the page in this picture, they have their back to the waves, the ebbs and flows of the sea. So they're not really aware of how to process information, process emotion. And, it shows in their usual childlike behavior. So that could be a negative aspect of this is while they are very creative, while they are, another thing with the floral pattern, they love art, they love beauty, they love design. They're very new to processing these emotions, these feelings, and everything that has to do with creativity. Now, the fish and the water also signify intuition. So we're talking about the messenger or messages here. Messages, excuse me. Intuition plays a big role in this card. So this could be intuitive messages coming out. This could be someone that is opening themselves up to receive those messages, through intuition. And the fish kind of popping out of the cup will also signify something that is unexpected, right? So this is a surprise. Not a lot of fish popping out of cups, popping out of chalices, glasses, right? So this could be surprising information that is coming through. Could be, information on a pregnancy. It could be a new crush that you found out about. It could be that you found out that you had a crush on someone else, a new love, right? Or someone popped the question. That's a surprise, a marriage proposal. So something that has to do with love and emotion and also intuition and creation. So there's a lot going on here in this card, right? Now, remember that the pages, while they are messengers, they also are closely related to the tens of the same suit. So that 10 of cups, that ultimate joy, happiness, sunshine, and rainbows, this card is closely related with that. So usually, when you hear about a birth, a marriage, a new love, that is sunshine and rainbows. But remember that this person is wearing their heart on their sleeve. So they're unable to kind of hide how they feel. They're really unable to process all the emotion correctly, take a lot of chances, right? And just be mindful that going into the negative aspect of this card, you might not have control of your emotions the way you want to be. You might not wait for the right time to act on impulses, right? This is someone that's very impulsive. You might be or say or do things that it's just inappropriate, right? Because once again, you wear your heart on your sleeve and you don't really know how to process those intuitive messages or information that you have about emotions, creativity, things of that nature. All right. Hopefully you get a little help from your friend, the Knight. Now, as we know, the Knights are all about movement, all about motion, all about action. Right? And this Knight looks like is in the middle of the desert, barren land. However, there's a river running through, right? A blue river. He's riding a white horse. He has his armor on. And on the straps, on some of the accoutrements, on his gear, there's some red fish. And then he's holding a chalice out, right? Now, blue is in the background on this card as well, which will signify intuition, emotion, and the river running through the desert. So the barren desert that bears no fruit has actual water, right? So it's carrying life, a life force with it. And then the white horse isn't jogging, isn't running, trotting. Looks like it's moving very slowly. But that white horse will signify purity. So coming from a place of purity, right? Not moving very fast, very slow mover, but consistent, right? And that's what this Knight is going to represent. So this is the Knight of emotion, the Knight of Cups here. With those fish, the red fish on here, reddish orange, right? That fire, that creative spark. The fish will also represent in this card again intuition, receiving messages, and making movements based on those messages that you either receive audibly or through intuition. This is someone that does have a little bit more control of their emotions, right? So the Knight is a little bit more advanced mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, creatively than the Page would be. This is someone that is very romantic, very charming, right? Is a lover of beauty and art. Now, this Knight, the Knight of Cups, is governed by Pisces. So, art, music, and Pisces is very spiritual. So this person is very calm, very in touch with their spiritual self, the nature of their being, right? Someone that writes poetry, that writes music, that might paint, but very, very charming, very well spoken, very, very romantic, right? And there are negative aspects of this. So this person might not get subtle clues. They might, someone that just continues to try to romance something without using the mind. This person uses the heart more than anything else. Also wearing their heart on their sleeve. So this could be somebody that is always just pouring out emotion and not really using their head a lot. And once again, this horse is not running, galloping anywhere. This is a slow mover. So they might not know when to be spontaneous, right? Might not know when to take that passionate leap because they're always just worried about the moment, the beauty of the moment, the beauty of the words, the sounds, the song, the art. So a little bit more advanced than the Page, right? The Knight is actually able to understand his emotion. But once again, the negative aspects of not only the Page and the Knight here of Cups is that they are full of emotion, might not be able to separate and use their mind a whole lot, might not be able to make decisions based on logic, based on reason. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you sticking around. We will continue the series of the court cards with the Page and the Knight of Swords coming up next. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you dig what we are doing here on the channel, by all means, show your support, subscribe to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. If you want to leave questions or comments, by all means, do that as well. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Thanks for being here and take care.